Welcome to Cards Unboxed. Today we're going to be looking at the black Madison Strangers. Like all recent Madison decks, these are a limited run of 1,000 and printed in China. These may well be one of the last decks that Madison produces, or at least for the foreseeable future, as he's focusing on other projects. The tuck design is same as the other Strangers decks, with the Charlie Madison logo wrapping round the sides, making for a nice multi-deck display. And the tuck is designed upside down, with the tuck flap at the bottom. You may have also noticed that the deck comes in shrink wrap rather than cellophane. The Stranger decks have this very minimalist feel to them, as do a lot of Madison decks. In this case you've just got that wraparound logo, so very little on the sides and the back. Obviously the deck is designed upside down, so when you have a look at the tuck flap, which is at the bottom, you see the name, the hashtag Protect the Flame, I've explained that in a previous video. And then on the top of the deck you have the ad copy, including the fact that the quotes were designed by Daniel Schneider. And then we get one of our first reveals, which is on the tuck flap of the King of Diamonds. As has become common for Madison decks, the jokers have been scrapped in favour of 3 gaff cards. We have this half faded 9 of clubs, we have a blank face card, and then we get a duplicate King of Diamonds, which also includes a 9 of clubs reveal, so that's our second reveal in the deck. There are 3 standard aces, and then you've got the prominent ace of spades. It's custom featuring that Charlie logo, and again this ace design is used in a number of Madison decks. This deck comes in advocate order, I'm not going to explain any more about that. The pips and indices are standard, but the colour is slightly different. Madison does tend to use a slightly darker red for the hearts and diamonds. You're probably already familiar with the Daniel Schneider artwork for the courts for these decks. You'll be able to see there the King of Diamonds, the Madison King of Diamonds with the 9 of clubs reveal, just like the duplicate. You'll also spot the Queen of Spades with the 4 of hearts reveal. There's a couple of familiar faces in there too. For the back design, this is a common back design for the Madison Stranger decks of any colour, and the Chateau Strangers too. The Madison Charlie logo is increased in size and cropped almost like a zoomed in version of the advocate backs. The fact that the design bleeds off to the top and bottom of the card does make this deck look really good when they're fanned and when they're spread, and when you're spreading them and fanning them in different directions you're getting different patterns each time. And how am I just noticing that Charlie's legs seem to be making out an ace of clubs reveal as well? I can't believe that I've never noticed that in the logo before in these other decks. Am I the only one that's never spotted that? So it was a bit of a treat. I've included a couple of different ways that I've found to use those gaff cards in this deck. These are by no means perfect, but they just give you a couple of ideas of what you might want to try, or what might or might not look effective. There's countless different colour changes you can do, but you do need something ideally that's going to be a multi-phase setup. So back to the deck. These were released at a price point of £11 per deck, which is excellent value for all the different uses. The duplicate opens up many different trick options, as does the colour change routines you can do with the blank and the faded card. Not including the back design ace of clubs reveal I've just noticed. There's also the reveal on both versions of the King of Diamonds, there's the reveal on the Queen of Spades, the reveal on the tuck flap, and then there's limitless impromptu tricks that you do with the standard deck of cards anyway. So this really could be a full arsenal of tricks, with something for pretty much most skill levels, as long as you can force a card. Let me know what you think of these, leave a comment below, smash that subscribe button as well and give us a like too. And don't forget to head over to my Instagram account, @cards_unboxed, to see more images of this deck and all the others I've unboxed so far.